Have you ever wondered what a Jamaican Pokemon region would look like? Well, keep wondering because I don't think Game Freak will ever make one. If you've played or watched or in any way consumed Pokemon media, then you know that the Pokemon world is divided into so-called regions. The first four main regions, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh, are based on various regions of Japan, with the name Kanto literally being taken from an area in Honshu, Japan. With the fifth region, Unova, Pokemon made a jump across the waters to the United States of America. Unova, United States. Well then. Anyway, Unova is supposed to be based on New York City. And then there's Kalos, which is based on metropolitan France. Then they went back to the United States for Alola, which is based on Hawaii. And finally, the most recent region, Galar, which is based on the United Kingdom. A few years ago, a friend of mine mentioned that all of these regions are based on first world nations. Popular media has always had a little bit of a first world bias, but I think there's a bit more to it than that. I don't think I'm the only one who has wondered what a Pokemon region based on Jamaica would look like. As small as Jamaica is, there are rainforests, dry, sandy areas where only cacti and stuff grow, a cold mountainous area where stunted forests grow, and of course, we're surrounded by a whole lot of water. With our rich culture that has grown from European, indigenous, and West African influences, there's a whole lot there to inspire brand new Pokemon and places within such a region. But Jamaica is tiny. Take New York City for example, which has a population of more than 8 million. Jamaica's population is more like 3 million. We are a speck in the grand scheme of things to a company like Game Freak. When Game Freak sets a Pokemon game in a region based on a real world place, I think it's pretty obvious that it's at least partially a marketing tactic. After Galar was announced, UK-based PokeTuber Birdkeeper Toby referred to it as
the Galar region, the region that I live in.
They even had a double-decker bus traveling around the UK to promote the games. And as a fan, there being a region based on your home no doubt makes you more likely to buy the corresponding game. But Game Freak has never really catered to small countries like Jamaica. For example, every time there is a release of event Pokemon, we're left out. No Jamaican game store gets the codes for distribution, so we have to find some other ways to get them, like having friends or family abroad who will get them for us. Jamaica is a third world developing nation. Game Freak probably, and maybe rightly so, sees us as a nation of people too poor for them to cater to. So why would they? With so many other more developed nations in North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia, they no doubt have lots of region fodder to pull from before they even begin to run out of places. I mean, they've only recently started allowing us to make our avatars look kinda black, so it's clear we're not a priority. I'm not angry with Game Freak or anything. They're a business, they're in this to make money, and as much as I'd be very interested in what they would do with a Jamaican Pokemon region, maybe even critical of it, I don't think it will happen. Thanks for watching, I've been Ken Kwame, and I'll see you next time.